Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the WWE 2K25 Universe mode. And we're kicking off Friday Night SmackDown here in Perth, Australia, with the Viper Randy Orton ahead of the weekend, where this weekend at Crown Jewel here in Perth, Randy Orton will be taking on the final boss in a unification match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. So the Winged Eagle title and the WWE Undisputed title are both on the line this weekend. But last week, Randy Orton went head-to-head with the Samoan Werewolf in singles action in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown. And Randy Orton would take the victory via a count-out after being pushed to his own limits by the Samoan Werewolf. But also the final boss did show up last week. And we do know that the final boss will be here in Perth, Australia. But the question is he here tonight at Friday Night SmackDown ahead of his big clash with the Viper, Randy Orton? It will be the first time in WWE history that Randy Orton and the final boss, The Rock, will be going head-to-head, face-to-face, one-on-one. Let's see what the Viper's got to say.
Last week, I stood across the ring from Jacob Fatu. And I'll admit something. I had lost all respect for the so-called Samoan Werewolf. I looked at him and saw nothing but another puppet. Another one of The Rock's soldiers. Another one of The Rock's bitches. But then, when that bell rang, I remembered why they call him the Samoan Werewolf. Because that guy, he just keeps coming. Doesn't matter how hard you hit him. Doesn't matter how many times you try to slow him down. He keeps fighting. And for that, I'll give him credit. I took the count-out victory. Yeah, I did. Because that's what champions do. They take opportunities. They use their instincts. And when the chance comes, they strike. But Jacob, I want you to listen real close to me now. Why? Why are you following The Rock around like a lost puppy? The Samoan Werewolf doesn't need a master. You never needed anyone to tell you what to do. The fans in this arena know it. The people watching at home know it. Hell, the locker room knows it. So why the hell don't you know it? You're walking around holding a golden ticket, a guaranteed world championship shot. You've got more power in your hands than anyone else in this business right now. But instead of using it, you're keeping it warm for The Rock, a man who doesn't even respect you. I've been where you are. I've held that briefcase. I know what it's like to have that kind of power. And I know what it means to cash in and make history. So, Jacob, tell me, are you really going to keep playing lapdog for the final boss? Are you going to keep letting him make your decisions for you? Or are you finally going to grow a spine and take control of your own destiny? You've got a choice to make. You can keep listening to The Rock, keep being the muscle for a man who hides behind movie scripts and boardroom meetings. Or you can finally realize the truth, that he's scared of you. Yeah, Jacob. The final boss is terrified of what you might do with that briefcase. Because he knows the second you stop listening to him, his little empire starts to crumble. So think about it, Samoan Werewolf. Are you going to be a follower? Or are you going to be a predator?
Well, Randy Orton sending a clear message to the Samoan Werewolf, playing some mind games ahead of his clash with The Rock. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have some tag team action here on Friday Night SmackDown. We have Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Fraxiom will be taking on DIY here tonight. So after last week, where Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano brutally assaulted these two backstage, this week they will be in tag team action against each other. So Fraxiom can potentially maybe get some revenge here tonight. You have to wonder if they're even quite 100% here after the brutal assault that we saw last week. But we must also mention the fact that back on Monday Night Raw, we did in fact see DIY brutally assault the general manager, Shawn Michaels. And it seemed like DIY were blaming management, and especially Shawn Michaels, for all of the wrongdoings that have been going DIY's way lately. And here are the former WWE Tag Team Champions, or I should say former World Tag Team Champions, here in Universe Mode. DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are allowing their paranoia to take over here in Universe Mode. And it seems like they're blaming everyone else but themselves for all of the wrongdoings that they feel have been targeted towards them. But here tonight, DIY in tag team action once again. So you have to see, can DIY maybe turn a tide here? Because Fraxiom, the last time that we saw them in action, they actually won via disqualification against the Street Profits, the current undisputed tag team champions. So they are well and truly on their way towards a title shot here in Universe Mode. But DIY are looking to maybe insert themselves into the picture as well. We also have the Bullet Club roaming around the tag team scene as well. So Nathan Frazier about to kickstart this matchup against Johnny Gargano. And here we go. The bell rings and we're underway here. Now we're going to have to wait and see whether we have a clean matchup here tonight and whether DIY are going to be able to maybe put their money where their mouth is. And maybe we stop seeing some excuses from them and actually see a performance similar to what got them those World Tag Team titles in the first place. As for right now, Nathan Frazier looking for a tag, but a big elbow by Johnny Gargano as he fights his way out of the corner of Fraxiom. Oh, and another tag attempt, this time by Johnny Gargano, but some revenge there from Nathan Frazier. As now Nathan Frazier up to the top rope looking for the moonsault. Missed out on that one. Tommaso Ciampa did have a swing at Nathan Frazier, but just missed out as well. Big strikes now by Johnny Gargano, taking Nathan Frazier down to the mat. Now Johnny Gargano just mocking Nathan Frazier here. The WWE Universe not behind DIY here tonight, as Nathan Frazier was able to find a reversal on Tommaso Ciampa, but now Johnny Gargano taking advantage here. Needs to be careful with that referee's count, because we do know that the referees are not scared of giving a disqualification, especially after a couple of weeks ago when Nathan Frazier and Axiom were able to defeat the undisputed tag team champions. But now Axiom into the ring. Big knee to the jaw of Tommaso Ciampa. And now Axiom, what is he going for here? Backing it up into the corner, lining up. Oh my word, into the DDT. Tommaso Ciampa spiked on the top of his head. And Johnny Gargano just causing a distraction for Axiom just there. And now Tommaso Ciampa giving just enough time to recover. And now planting Axiom off of the fisherman suplex, hooking the leg. But not going for the pin just yet. Now sent into the corner is Axiom. Johnny Gargano now. And planted, and then over the top rope goes Johnny Gargano, who is the legal man now in this matchup. A big kick to the spine. Johnny Gargano, the blues ringing around the stadium here as the WWE Universe trying to get behind Fraxiom, and specifically Axiom right now. And Axiom is feeding off of this crowd. He's now off the ropes and finding a big reversal there, Johnny Gargano. And now up to the top rope into the moonsault. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, showing us exactly why he got that nickname. Well, it must be said that right now, Nathan Frazier and Axiom are really struggling to get anything going here. DIY doing well to control this matchup as Johnny Gargano again just mocking Axiom here before delivering that big drop kick in the corner. Couple of stomps as well for good measure. As now over the top rope and a leg drop to the back of the neck. Johnny Gargano all out assault right now. Axiom back to his feet, but Johnny Gargano super kick to the midsection and then to the face, into the cover, hooking the leg. But Nathan Frazier quickly into the ring, accidentally taking out the referee. But now the fight continues. Referee is down here. Have to wonder whether DIY may look to utilise bending the rule book here. Oh, big right hand by Axiom. Considering the fact that the referee is down, this will be the perfect opportunity. But referee back to his feet, off of the springboard now, missile drop kick connecting. And now Axiom looking to turn the tables here. Into the corner, Johnny Gargano goes. And now Johnny Gargano could be in big trouble. Planted off of the brainbuster. Big frog splash connecting. The double team for Fraxiom into the cover, hooking the leg. Is it going to be enough? But no. Tommaso Ciampa able to break up the count here. As now Nathan Frazier tagging in his tag team partner Axiom. Axiom continuing the onslaught. Johnny Gargano could be in some trouble here if he doesn't find a reversal. He's able to find one just there. But is he able to stay in control? Oh, a big left hand by Nathan Frazier. Just stopping Johnny Gargano in his tracks here. And Axiom going to take advantage. But now Johnny Gargano back in control. Now just targeting the arm of Axiom here. Trying to wear down the high flyer. As now Axiom into a Hurricane Rana, exploding out of the corner. Now Axiom feeling a bit of wear and tear, going to tag in his tag team partner Nathan Frazier back into the mix. As now a tag has been made, Tommaso Ciampa into the ring. And a big kick as soon as Ciampa enters the ring. He's met by a massive boot to the side of the head. Taken down to the canvas. Nathan Frazier now looking for a double team once again here. With Axiom, double super kick connecting. And Fraxiom had a rough start to this one, but they're slowly kicking it into another gear now. As now Tommaso Ciampa sent into the corner here. Another double team perhaps here. Tommaso Ciampa could be in big trouble. Nathan Frazier sent across the ring like a missile. But now Nathan Frazier, I'm not sure where he's going. He's going up to the top rope now. Nathan Frazier with Tommaso Ciampa right where he wants him. Missile drop kick connecting. And Nathan Frazier scrambles into the cover, but Johnny Gargano this time saves the matchup for DIY. Now Nathan Frazier out on the outside, off of the springboard, looking for an elbow drop, couldn't find it. Took a moment too long there, and Tommaso Ciampa is going to take advantage now and try and turn the tides in this one. Big right hand. Back and forth we go. Who's going to be victorious here and build some more momentum as we potentially look for new tag team #1 contenders. I mean, there is definitely a big argument as to why Fraxiom should be the #1 contenders, but then you could also say the same about the Bullet Club over on Monday Night Raw. There's not much of an argument for DIY right now, though. As now tag is made and Tommaso Ciampa into the ring. And he's signaling that this one's all over. And Nathan Frazier slowly back to his feet here. Tommaso Ciampa going to head to the outside. Well, a bit of cat and mouse between these two. Into the ring we go, and Tommaso Ciampa missing out on that neck breaker. And the referee may have gotten his way there, and I'm sure that DIY, if they're not victorious here tonight, they're probably going to have something to say about that. As Tommaso Ciampa taking out the knee from behind of Nathan Frazier. Oh, and a big elbow found there. Big reversal. DIY could have been looking to put an end to this one. Nathan Frazier, though, looking for a double team. As Axiom up to the top rope. And planted off of the brainbuster. And Axiom into the frog splash. Is it going to be enough to put an end to this one, though? Into the cover, hook in the leg. Axiom for the victory over DIY, but no. Tommaso Ciampa hangs in there by a thread. And now sent into the corner once again. Perhaps another double team here. And DIY are in big trouble. Tommaso Ciampa needs to find a way out of the ring right now. Needs to find a tag. Johnny Gargano desperate to get back into the ring here. But Nathan Frazier not about to allow that to happen. Up to the top rope he goes. Nathan Frazier, big frog splash connecting center of the ring into the cover. But no, Johnny Gargano powers out, or at least is able to break up the count, I should say. And oh my word, up to the top rope again. Nathan Frazier here. Oh my word. The Phoenix splash connecting, and that's got to be it. Into the cover, hook in the leg for the victory. No! Tommaso Ciampa is still alive. Well, how is he doing this? Into the corner goes Nathan Frazier. Tommaso Ciampa has a second wind here. Up to the top rope, and oh my word, Tommaso Ciampa choking out Nathan Frazier. Axiom was trying to get Tommaso Ciampa off to release his tag team partner, but Tommaso Ciampa wasn't having any of it. Big strikes now by Ciampa. And the turn in the favour is Nathan Frazier. And Nathan Frazier now, it looks like he may want Johnny Gargano in this ring. He's going to allow the tag. Hot tag made. Johnny Gargano back into the ring. I'm not sure how wise that was from Nathan Frazier. Rolling out of the way, and then a big right hand stops all that momentum. An interesting choice there from Nathan Frazier to allow the tag to be made. Maybe a little bit too cocky there for just a moment, as Johnny Gargano now just mocking Nathan Frazier once again. Now off the ropes, and a big drop kick connecting. Johnny Gargano looking to turn the tides for DIY. Into the corner goes Nathan Frazier. A tag being made. Perhaps a double team here for DIY. Into the gut buster, and then a big knee to the side of the head by Tommaso Ciampa into the cover. And Tommaso Ciampa with his feet on the ropes here, looking to bend the rules and utilise the ropes to his advantage. And now Nathan Frazier was confused off of that one, and then into Project Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa for the victory. Can he do it? No, big kick out found. Axiom seemed to be caught in the corner there. But Tommaso Ciampa somehow able to survive in this one. And he's coming out all guns blazing, but Nathan Frazier wisely going to tag in his tag team partner Axiom. What has Axiom got planned here? Oh, big left hand by Johnny Gargano. Axiom went too close to the DIY corner there. Sending Tommaso Ciampa further away from his tag team partner. Up to the top rope. And Tommaso Ciampa is in deep, deep trouble. Axiom up on the top rope. Spanish fly connecting. And Axiom may have taken himself out, but he's able to get into the cover here. Hooking the leg, but then Johnny Gargano able to break up the count there. Well, what a tag team matchup this is. Which one of these two teams is going to be victorious? As Tommaso Ciampa once again surviving here, at least momentarily. Big strikes now by Axiom. And Tommaso Ciampa is hanging on by a thread. Sent into the corner of Fraxiom. Big elbow. Trying to fight his way back into this matchup is Ciampa, but up onto the second rope. Off with a springboard with a missile dropkick. And Axiom is looking to pile on the pressure even more here. It seems like he's looking for that double team, and he may be about to get it. Nathan Frazier and Axiom double shoulder tackles, taking down Tommaso Ciampa. And now Nathan Frazier hooking a leg again. He feels like he's done enough here off of the double team. Is it going to be it? Nathan Frazier with the victory, and Tommaso Ciampa had just been beaten down and pummeled to a point where he had no more left in the tank. And Axiom and Nathan Frazier are victorious here tonight. So you have to wonder, could they maybe be the #1 contenders to the Street Profits here? Ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show here on Friday Night SmackDown, we have Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, making his way down to the ring. Now, we do know that Jimmy Uso has been in a pursuit of the United States Championship for a number of months now, but we must also mention the fact that last week, the former United States Champion called out El Grande Americano, whichever version of El Grande Americano stole the title. Penta called them out, and then Aleister Black was actually the man to answer the call and viciously attack Penta. So you have to wonder, what does Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, have to say here this evening? And does it relate to what happened last week?
Alright, y'all, let's just get straight to it. First, there was one El Grande Americano. He came out of nowhere, beat Penta, stole the U.S. title, and dipped. Then, 3 weeks ago, Ray shows footage. 2 El Grandes backstage, one attacking the other. Now last week, Penta calls him out. And who shows up? Not El Grande, but Aleister Black? What the hell is going on around here? Are we a wrestling company, or are we running a damn coffee shop? You got espresso shots flying, El Grandes popping up on every corner like it's Monday morning. Let me make one thing crystal clear. Big Jim ain't done. This whole El Grande situation, it's getting exposed. One way or another, I'm gonna uncover the truth. Because at the end of the day, I don't care who's under that mask. I don't care how many clones or stand-ins or body doubles they send. I'm taking that United States Championship back, and I'm taking it soon.
Hold on a second, who's that? Oh my word! It's Carmelo Hayes with a steel chair to the head of Jimmy Uso, and Carmelo Hayes just laying into Big Jim here. What on earth is this all about? First of all, we had Aleister Black last week attacking Penta, and now this week, Carmelo Hayes wiping out Big Jim, Jimmy Uso. Carmelo Hayes sending Jimmy to the outside here, and then just taunting away and mocking Big Jim. But Carmelo Hayes is grabbing that steel chair again. I don't think he's finished just yet. Carmelo Hayes, of course, wiping out Trick Williams a number of weeks ago, and now looking to take out Big Jim, Jimmy Uso as well. What on earth is happening in the United States Championship division? Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, putting the brakes on, but then a super kick. And I believe his head may have bounced off the steel steps there on his way down, Big Jim. But Big Jim did state that he wants that United States Championship. Could that be why Carmelo Hayes is targeting him here tonight? Let's see what Carmelo's got to say. Back into the ring he goes.
Look at this. Look at what y'all cheer for. This is who you support? This is your day one? Man, please. You people cheer for guys like Jimmy Uso, like Trick Williams, like they actually got talent, like they belong in this business. Let me make this real clear. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here for your damn approval. I am the greatest world heavyweight champion of all time. Ain't nobody touched what I did in 2024. I ran that title. I owned that show. I ran circles around your little favorites. I was the ball. Nah, shut that up. Save your breath. Because tonight, I'm actually doing you all a favor. The U.S. title scene, it's a joke. A complete circus. You got clones popping up left, right, and center. You got masks. You got fake names. You got people impersonating people. The division is full of talentless morons with zero credibility. But me, I am credibility. I am legitimacy. I am what that title needs. So America, you can rest easy tonight. Because at Crown Jewel, I'm issuing a challenge to whichever version of El Grande Americano has the title. Doesn't matter who's under the mask. You meet me in this ring, and I'll do what no one else has the balls to do. Take that title and give it the prestige it's been missing. Because when it's all said and done, Mellow, don't miss.
Well, a clear-cut message from Carmelo Hayes here, challenging El Grande Americano at Crown Jewel. Oh, and backstage we have the Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green, and there's Rey Mysterio.
Chelsea, do you think you're clever, mija?
Ray. Clever? Me? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I'm just your beloved United States champion, doing my job, making America proud.
Chelsea, I saw what happened last week. You think you can just attack Jada Parker, cause a disqualification, and poof, that gets you off the hook for Evolution? ¿Qué te pasa?
Ray, come on now. No winner means no #1 contender, right? Mathematically speaking, that kind of means I get the night off tomorrow.
For last week, maybe. But guess what, champ? We still have tonight.
No, Ray. You can't do this. Por favor. I'm stressed. I'm fragile. I'm still recovering from the trauma of Survivor Series.
Chelsea, I can and I will. Tonight, we are determining the numero uno contendiente to your championship.
No. Ray, you cannot do this to me. I am the United States Women's Champion. I deserve respect.
Oh, it gets even better, champ. Because the match is happening right now. Roxanne Perez versus Jada Parker in a #1 contenders match.
No, absolutely not. I refuse.
And Chelsea, you're the special guest referee. Buena suerte. You're gonna need it.
Why?
And well, ladies and gentlemen, the Women's United States Champion, her day is going from bad to worse, as she thought that she had maybe gotten herself out of defending her championship this weekend, tomorrow night at Evolution. But unfortunately for her, she has been forced into a situation where she is now the special guest referee to determine who her #1 contender will be tomorrow night at Evolution. So the question is, who is Chelsea Green looking to maybe face this weekend? It does seem like she's been trying to avoid Jada Parker up until now. So is that going to remain the case here tonight? We'll have to wait and see. And speaking of Jada Parker, here she is, looking to become the #1 contender to Chelsea Green's United States Championship. And Jada Parker has pretty much been setting her sights on that United States Championship ever since Chelsea Green won the title. As back at Money in the Bank, when Chelsea Green first won that championship, it seemed like Jada Parker could have been the reason that Chelsea Green was able to climb the ladder and unhook the championship and become the champion that night. So Jada Parker maybe has that cloud looming over her, and perhaps Jada Parker wants to correct that. And if she's able to win here tonight, then she could potentially get the opportunity to do exactly that. And well, we have to ask, when on earth is Roxanne Perez going to stop doing this? Still coming out to Cora Jade's music and Cora Jade's Titantrons. But Cora Jade clearly isn't the superstar that's entering this matchup. It is Roxanne Perez who's looking to become the #1 contender to the Women's United States Championship after costing her best friend Cora Jade back at Survivor Series. Now Roxanne Perez decides to set her sights on that championship. But you have to wonder, is Roxanne Perez going to be able to put away Jada Parker here tonight? She has done so previously here in Universe Mode. But the looming factor is Chelsea Green as a special guest referee. How are things going to go in this one? We're about to find out. So Roxanne Perez and Jada Parker one-on-one, and here we go. Special guest referee is Chelsea Green. But you have to wonder, is Chelsea Green going to play by the rules here tonight? Or is she going to let things slide? You have to wonder, how is Chelsea Green going to play this one? Is she going to have any favoritism perhaps? Or is she just going to call it down the middle? I'm not so sure, but Roxanne Perez now quick strikes to Jada Parker. Jada Parker probably must feel like she may be the superstar that's been dealt the short straw here, because she has made it clear over recent weeks that she's coming after Chelsea Green. But now Jada Parker with Roxanne Perez up on the second rope, and Jada Parker driving all the wind out of Roxanne Perez as now into the cover, and Chelsea Green is going to count here. Here's a 1 count. So far, of course, only 1 count has happened so far, but Chelsea Green seemed to count that fairly. As now Jada Parker with Roxanne Perez in her clutches here, sending Roxanne Perez into the corner. And now Jada Parker, Roxanne Perez was backing up for a moment there. I thought that maybe she was targeting the referee, but now into a roll-up. Jada Parker looking to steal the victory, and Chelsea Green was counting that count fair, as Jada Parker connects with a German suplex, putting Roxanne Perez through her paces. Here is Jada Parker, and now sent off the ropes here. Oh, and Jada Parker has been caught by Roxanne Perez, and now Roxanne Perez into the cover, and a kick out found. Chelsea Green was quickly in position there. You have to wonder whether that is because Jada Parker was the one being pinned or not, but I guess only time will tell how this match goes. But now Jada Parker off of the ropes, looking for the net breaker over the top, connecting with it. And hold on a second, to the outside, Jada Parker just screaming at Chelsea Green here, telling Chelsea Green, oh my word, she's threatening Chelsea Green, and Chelsea seems to be shaking her head and pretty much allowing these two to do whatever they wish here. And I mean, it might be a wise choice that from Chelsea Green, because if these two pummel each other here, whoever is victorious and becomes the #1 contender, they only have 1 night to recover. And is that going to be enough? Oh my word, dropped onto the table. But is 1 night going to be enough to recover and then fight for the championship at Evolution? There's now Jada Parker cranking away at the knee here. So of course Evolution will be here in Perth, Australia. Into the cover. Jada Parker once again looking for the victory, but a kick out found by Roxanne Perez once more. And Jada Parker getting a little bit frustrated here, having some words with Chelsea Green momentarily, but Chelsea just seems to be acting innocent here. Big spinning elbow off the jaw, into the cover once again. Chelsea Green gonna count fair. There's a big kick out found by Roxanne Perez. And Jada Parker asking Chelsea Green if she's going to cause a disqualification here. And Chelsea just shrugging her shoulders. And now Roxanne Perez getting the upper hand. Now Roxanne Perez rolling up into the cover, looking for the victory, but a kick out found. And now Jada Parker, big kick to the midsection. And these two looking to trade blows in the middle of the ring here as Chelsea Green just has to watch on. All she's really here for is to call the pinfall or submission. I guess if she wants to, that is, as well. Because maybe she doesn't want to, but she could allow these two to just keep pummeling each other all night long. It's now Roxanne Perez into the DDT, hooking a leg, looking for the victory here. New #1 contender. Chelsea Green was a little bit slow into that one, but she did seem to count it fairly. As now Roxanne Perez was just gazing at the table and smiling at Chelsea Green. As now Jada Parker finding a reversal. Now Roxanne Perez sent into the table here. You don't want to be there. Jada Parker with Roxanne Perez. German suplex through the table, and Chelsea Green has not called for the disqualification here, I should say. But into the cover, looking for the victory. Jada Parker, but no. And Jada Parker again getting frustrated here. And going for the cover once more. Jada Parker. Interesting decision that, as Roxanne Perez had just counted, or kicked out I should say. So a little bit of desperation here from Jada Parker. Big drop kick by Roxanne Perez. Now targeting the knee again, Roxanne Perez. Such a smart superstar, even at that young age. She has wisdom beyond her years here. But now some ground and pound here. Vicious stuff from Roxanne Perez. I thought that she was vicious before, but ever since turning on Cora Jade, seems to have had a switch that's been flipped here. And Roxanne Perez is bringing out another table. Well, the WWE Universe are getting exactly what they want here. As now Roxanne Perez taking her time on the outside, but Chelsea Green not even going to count these two out. Just allowing them to brawl wherever they like. So it seems like maybe the intimidation factor from Jada Parker has pretty much shifted the rule book in this one. And Roxanne Perez now. Both of these two superstars are very dangerous in their own right. Roxanne Perez, of course, wiping out Cora Jade. Jada Parker is a dangerous superstar in her own right. So both of these two definitely have the ability to dethrone Chelsea Green as the United States Women's Champion. And a ladder being brought into play here by Jada Parker. Luckily for Roxanne Perez, she's able to get the strike in first. Kicks to the hamstrings now by Jada Parker. And Jada Parker now with Roxanne Perez and driving a knee into the spine. And Jada Parker is dishing out the punishment here. Roxanne Perez she's in some trouble. She wants to get back into this one. She's going to have to find a way very soon. Jada Parker, you could argue that this type of matchup with no rules probably favours her, to be honest. As now bringing a trash can into play here. Entering back into the ring. Big strikes by Roxanne Perez here. And now Roxanne Perez planting Jada Parker and hooking a leg. Into the cover she goes, looking for the win, but no. Kick out found by Jada Parker. And now Roxanne Perez into the moonsault, twisting into the senton. And now looking for the win again, but a kick out found once more. And Chelsea Green doing quite well at the moment as the special guest referee. Oh my word. But Roxanne Perez setting up the pop rocks, connecting into the cover, stacking her up. But no, big kick out found by Jada Parker. Well, the WWE Universe Loving what they're seeing here tonight. This was not on the cards until only earlier on, just before the matchup took place, where Rey Mysterio informed Chelsea Green that she would be the special guest referee. Chelsea Green thought that she had the night off tomorrow, but Jada Parker into the cover, off with a spinning elbow. No, big kick out found by Roxanne Perez, and Jada Parker continuing to get a little bit frustrated here. You have to wonder, is she going to be able to keep her cool? As now Jada Parker off the ropes and into the hip attack. This could be it. Into the cover, looking for the victory. Jada Parker, no. As Jada Parker still, the frustrations boiling over here. Oh my word, Jada Parker's setting it up once more. Off the rope she goes, looking for the running hip attack, and she connects once more. Jada Parker into the cover. Chelsea Green going to count, and Jada Parker is victorious. And so Jada Parker puts down Roxanne Perez here. Chelsea Green actually counting to 3 here. So maybe Chelsea Green actually wanted to avoid Jada Parker as her opponent at the weekend at Evolution when she defends her United States Women's Championship. And hold on a second, Chelsea Green back in the ring with the championship off of the face of Jada Parker, sending a message.
Man, look at her. Look at Bailey losing her mind. Somebody get that girl a stress ball or something.
You think that's funny, huh?
You know what, Rhea? I'm getting real tired of this. You walk around here acting like you own the place, like you're the only one who's been through it. But I'm done with the attitude. If you've got a problem with me, we can settle this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, is that right?
Damn right.
All right then, Ms. E.S.T. in the bank. You and me. Evolution. In front of my people. How's that for size?
Perfect.
Bianca versus Rhea at Evolution. And ladies and gentlemen, as we move into our main event of the evening, we have the semi-final, the final semi-final of the King of the Ring tournament, where Karrion Kross will look to take down the man on his farewell tour and head to the King of the Ring finals, where Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, awaits for the winner of this one. But Karrion Kross surprisingly actually progressed in this one, when it seemed like Cody Rhodes was actually probably the favourite to win that matchup. But Karrion Kross had other ideas, and now Karrion Kross is going to stand across from a man that many cannot see. But Karrion Kross shows no fear. Can he pull another upset here tonight? And could he maybe head to Crown Jewel in the King of the Ring tournament? And here is the greatest of all time, the man on his farewell tour, looking for that 17th World Championship. It is John Cena.
Time to do it one time again. Let's go to work.
So John Cena didn't have the greatest start to Universe Mode here in 2K25, but ever since defeating CM Punk back at Bash in Berlin, it seems like Super Cena may have returned, as John Cena was able to be successful in the first quarterfinal matchup, where it was that fatal four-way matchup, and it did seem like John Cena actually stole the victory on that occasion from Penta. just after Penta had hit the Penta driver onto Damian Priest, John Cena would swoop in and take the victory and ensure that he would progress here to the semi-finals of the King of the Ring tournament. So here we go, main event action for you. Semi-final of the King of the Ring tournament as Karrion Kross right out the gates looks to slow down the pace in this one and ensure that John Cena is worn out. But John Cena is able to play Karrion Kross at his own game here, locking in that chin lock. These two evenly matched. Of course, it's just started, but back and forth we go between these two. The WWE Universe well and truly behind John Cena here on his farewell tour. Now Karrion Kross is looking to pull another upset here tonight. Big clothesline by John Cena now. So of course there are massive implications here. So whoever is victorious will head to the final of the King of the Ring tournament to take on the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. And then whoever is victorious in that final matchup of the King of the Ring tournament, they will head to SummerSlam to fight for a championship. But as for right now, Karrion Kross in control just momentarily. And now John Cena into a monkey flip here. Rolling back the years is John Cena. As now, John Cena playing up to the WWE Universe. May not be a wise decision that, as Karrion Kross just laughing behind him here. Just taking his time and dodging that strike. But now these two are going to lock up in the center of the ring. Who's going to be able to outmuscle who here? John Cena forcing Karrion Kross back onto the ropes. The referee forcing a break between these two, and John Cena taking a cheap shot. That's unlike him. Oh, and he's been caught. Karrion Kross now driving the knee into the spine. And Karrion Kross now pummeling away at John Cena, telling John Cena, as he strikes him in the head here, that John Cena should have taken the deal from the final boss. But now Karrion Kross could be sizing up John Cena here. As now, Karrion Kross locking up with John Cena. And now shoving John Cena away here, down to the canvas. Oh, hold on a second. Oh my goodness. It's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And well, Karrion Kross does not seem too pleased. He's telling Cody Rhodes to get in the ring here. John Cena's back to his feet. He's going to try and take advantage into the roll-up, looking for the victory. But no, kick out found by Karrion Kross. And it seems like Cody Rhodes is actually going to stay at ringside right now, causing a distraction for Karrion Kross, but could it backfire? John Cena at the moment is in control, heading out to the apron as Cody Rhodes telling John Cena what to do here. And John Cena's trying to tell Cody Rhodes that he knows exactly what he needs to do, and a little bit of a distraction there from Cody to John Cena. So just as I stated, could Cody Rhodes' presence at ringside here maybe backfire on his plan? Because clearly Cody Rhodes doesn't want to see Karrion Kross progress in this one, but I mean, he may also cause a distraction to the greatest of all time. But John Cena now, the 3 moves of doom, 2 shoulder tackles, and now planting Karrion Kross in the middle of the ring, going for the pin immediately here, not wasting any time. But a big kick out found by Karrion Kross, who's quickly back to his feet. And now John Cena finds a reversal. Karrion Kross out on the apron here. Cody Rhodes has to be careful. He doesn't want to cause a disqualification. As now John Cena planting Karrion Kross. Cody Rhodes making sure that he leaves some room for these two. As now John Cena with a bit of a modified 5-knuckle shuffle on the outside. As he heads back into the ring, it seems like, oh, well, maybe not. Up to the top rope, John Cena. This is unlike him. Telling the kid in the front row that this one's for him. Flying off the top rope into the crossbody. Well, John Cena pulling out all the stops here. Really chasing after that 17th World Championship. And now, Karrion Kross was looking for some ground and pound, but John Cena finding another reversal. Big strikes now by Big Match John. But Karrion Kross fighting back here. As Karrion Kross just mumbles to Cody Rhodes to tell him to stay out of his business here. Telling Cody Rhodes that he knows what he needs to do. So Karrion Kross continuing to try and play mind games. As now, John Cena, oh my word, John Cena's been caught. The cross jacket could be locked in here. Is John Cena going to tap out? No, he's not. He's able to find a way to break out of it quickly. That's exactly what John Cena would have needed to do. Luckily for him, he was able to find a way out of that. As now John Cena into a powerbomb into the center of the ring. Now Karrion Kross is the man crawling away into the corner using the ropes to get back to his feet. Big strikes now by John Cena though. Big stomp in the corner. Stomping away here. John Cena trying to drive all the wind out of the lungs of Karrion Kross. But John Cena needs to be careful here. Hold on a second. Because Karrion Kross is a dangerous superstar. But John Cena, 5-knuckle shuffle connecting right on the dome. And now into the cover he goes again, not wasting any time. John Cena to progress to the final of the King of the Ring, but no. Karrion Kross once again powers out, but he's in big trouble here. Because John Cena could be sizing up Karrion Kross. Hold on a second. John Cena hoisting him up here. Into the attitude adjustment. I thought for a moment he may be going for a crossroads, but into the cover, hooking the leg for the victory, but no. Karrion Kross powers out. Somehow still fighting in this one, and John Cena, what is he thinking about now? Sizing up Karrion Kross once more. Karrion Kross finds a reversal off the ropes and a big elbow, and now just muttering away at Cody Rhodes here, telling Cody Rhodes again, you know what you need to do. What on earth does that mean? There's John Cena now fighting back into this one. Karrion Kross finds a reversal, sliding in behind. Taking away the knee from underneath John Cena. And again, Karrion Kross just telling Cody Rhodes to watch out for this one as the clubbing blow to the back of the head. And Karrion Kross gazes over at Cody Rhodes once more. Well, it seems like Karrion Kross is a little bit distracted, but what is he going for now? Karrion Kross. Oh, John Cena back to his feet and into a crossbody. Karrion Kross too distracted by Cody Rhodes, so maybe Cody Rhodes' presence is actually helping out John Cena after all. As now John Cena, attitude adjustment connecting again into the cover, hooking a leg. Is it going to be enough? The greatest of all time to progress in the King of the Ring tournament. A slow count by the referee, but John Cena, regardless, is able to get the victory here, and he will head to Crown Jewel this weekend to take on the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. But I guess you could say that maybe in a way, John Cena has to thank Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes' presence out here definitely helped out John Cena in getting the victory.
Randy Orton, the Viper, the so-called Apex Predator, earlier tonight, you opened this show flapping your gums, talking about Jacob Fatu trying to drive a wedge between the final boss and his Samoan werewolf. But The Rock has just one question for you. Randy, why? Why are you so focused on Jacob Fatu when in just a couple of days you're going to be standing face to face, nose to nose, eye to eye with the final boss for the very first time, and the final boss is going to walk down that ramp up, enter that ring, and stand face to face with the biggest crybaby bitch that this business has ever seen. And the final boss, he will lay the smackdown on your candy ass. And then Randy Orton has the audacity, the nerve, the balls to stand out there on SmackDown and question the loyalty of Jacob Fatu. Boy, how dare you? How dare you question the loyalty of the Samoan werewolf? This man is here because of The Rock. Without The Rock, Jacob Fatu wouldn't be standing on SmackDown. Without The Rock, Jacob Fatu wouldn't be a monster in WWE. Without The Rock, the Samoan werewolf would be locked up in a cage with all those meth addicts in Perth, Australia. Yeah, The Rock said it because The Rock speaks facts. Randy, you're walking around holding that little winged eagle championship like you're living in some kind of fairy tale, like you're some kind of conquering hero. But that fairy tale, it's almost over. Because the moment the final boss steps into a WWE ring again, your story, your momentum, your legacy comes crashing right back down to earth. But hey, Randy, look on the bright side. When the final boss embarrasses you, humiliates you, finishes you this weekend, you'll have plenty of time to chase something you've really been obsessing over all year. That 16th world title, one step closer, up to the man who has always overshadowed you. You know exactly who The Rock's talking about. The man whose name has been echoing in your empty little Viper skull all year long. John Cena. So go ahead, Randy. Enjoy your little championship reign while you can, because this weekend the fairy tale ends, and the final boss era, it continues. If you smell what the final boss is cooking